Welcome to the training mission devoted to air-to-air missile deployment. Set the throttle to maximum, or num+, and continue horizontal flight with a heading of 250 degrees. Accelerate to Mach 0.75, then start climbing, maintaining the airspeed by changing pitch. Warning: if, after rapid throttle movement, you hear a clap and the engine RPM hangs, move the throttle to the idle position, wait until RPM is reduced to idle, and slowly increase engine RPM to maximum. When in the clouds, concentrate your attention on maintaining a heading of 250 degrees and a speed of Mach 0.75. Your target is above and in front of you. It is flying westward and creating a highly visible contrail. The F-86F can carry two GAR-8 guided aerial rocket, supersonic, short-range air-to-air Sidewalk missiles. The GAR-8, later designated AIM-9 Bravo, is a homing missile, guided by an infrared heat-seeking device, and permits the pilot to leave the area immediately after launching the missile. While the missile guides itself to the target, it is a fire-and-forget missile. For training purposes, unlimited ammunition is enabled in the mission settings. Before missile deployment, set the gun missile selector switch in the missile position using mouse buttons or the key combinations right Alt and W and right Control and W. The missiles are aimed by the A4 sight with a fixed reticle. Mechanically cage the gun sight by moving the mechanical caging lever to the cage position with the mouse or with the key combination left control and tilde. On the missile control panel located on the left of the gun sight, the missile control switch sets the missile launch mode. LH and RH fire the left missile first, then the right one. RH, fire the right one only. Salvo, fire both missiles simultaneously. The volume control knob adjusts the volume of the buzzer tone and the target lock-on sound. The G limit light illuminates and warns the pilot when the maximum allowed Gs for launching guided missiles are exceeded. The big red Safe Launch button forces the missile to launch in an unguided mode. Press space to continue. To perform an attack, close the distance and put the gun sight reticle over the target. A change in buzzer tone frequency from 400 Hz to 840 Hz, the infamous Sidewinder growl, indicates that the missile to be fired is ready, has detected and locked on to the target, receiving an adequate homing signal. This headset tone, generated by the missile, is called the on-target signal, and does not necessarily indicate that the target is within range, since the missile can detect targets that may be outside of its effective range. The pilot must make sure that the on-target signal is due to radiation from the intended target and not from infrared background. When the target is locked on, press the gun trigger on the control stick to its second detent or space for at least 2 seconds until the missile has launched. Press space to continue. Pursue the target and attack. You hit the target. After completing the attack, set the gun missile selector switch to off with the mouse or the key combination right Alt and W and right Control and W. Your mission is completed. Well done. Close the distance and attack the target with air-to-air missiles. The missile seeker contains a large circle DCS photoscope and a hemispherical glass nose to detect radiation. It has a 4-degree angle of view and a section of 11 degrees per second. Because of the seeker being uncooled, the missile is very susceptible to locking onto other heat sources, the sun, clouds, ground reflections. Due to the limitations of the seeker, the GAR-8 does not have nighttime or head-on attack capability and cannot engage targets close to the ground. It is used primarily against non-maneuvering targets because of the extremely narrow field of view. Only targets that are off not more than 2 degrees with the missile's center line can be detected. The missile is propelled by a Thickle Mark 17 solid fuel rocket motor which provides 17.8 kilonewtons or around 4,000 pounds of thrust for 2.2 seconds and can accelerate the missile to a speed of Mach 1.7 above launch speed. The missile can turn at 12 Gs and has a range between 900 meters or 3,000 feet and 4.8 kilometers or 15,000 feet or 2.6 nautical miles. It uses a small 4.5 kilogram or 10-pound blast fragmentation warhead and has an effective kill radius of about 9 meters. Between entering service in 1956 and production stop in 1962, a total number of 80,900 GAR-8 missiles had been built. Press escape to finish the mission.